Okay, I'm going to start off with this song. We now, we now, Super Eagles, you know, we know. We know. I just said it right. I don't think I said that right.
You should never sing for a living.
The guy just one package like.
You should
welcome to the show. This is the Super Eagles Watch podcast brought to you by Hotsports. Maybe mix my words up there in a minute. But the reason why I sound excited is because we did it. The Super Eagles of Nigeria humbled, dispatched, dislodged the landlords, dislodged the Palancas Negras, he knows it's an inside joke, of Angola. What a game, what a performance, what a victory. We are now in the semi-finals. I have with me the hot woman and man talking about Swore Chappelle and Babajide Guerrero. Guys, your thoughts on what was an incredible game of football.
Indeed. I sat here the last episode and I told you it's easy. If you play Nigeria and Angola 200 billion times, it's always going to be one way. If you throw fan that is flat or if it comes back, it's going to be one way. I don't care who is motivating you.
It's like pride. I can't imagine. Yeah, it is what it is. Are you supposed to be humble in victory?
The most important thing.
Now make the full Africa the big force.
I think the interesting thing about Victor is that whenever Nigeria wins, he's always finding his voice. Whenever we're about to play, he's always nervous.
I should be nervous.
That's true because when I come here before, you be like, "Mama, when they fry 2 times."
I mean, come on,
he's not the brother. He's not spreading his wings. He's not talking everywhere. Like it's pretty.
Yeah, it was so nice the first time. You have to do it twice.
Really?
Yes.
You they shall I?
Oh, come on. So it's about the Super Eagles.
Okay, but the Super Eagles, like you were saying, and it's true. One thing I'll say is, if I had a fear from the way they perform, because after the play finish, I can't jump on some of the ex-Eagles and current Eagles, their lives online, and it was really popping. First of all, they were making the same observation that, you know, during the commentary for the game, we were talking about the fact that these guys are putting their bodies on the line so much.
It was very bruising. So, it's a very bruising
the way they
physical
play
encounter.
now, first of all, someone like Anabu Aziz mentioned it, and then John Ogu said the same thing. Igalo said the same thing. This guy Ezenwa said the same thing. Said the formation where they use is so crazy that it's going to overwork people like Lukman and Olaino, and the fact that Onyenka was still going end to end and putting his body on the line, that it might but like I said, don't gas out. So they would need to rest a few players and see how far first. Because right now, we're looking at who's possibly going to be our guys, and you're seeing how they're managing their gameplay, they're switching players and, you know, having out their team. But we didn't get to do that. Yeah. But other than that, very controlled performance, a few moments of flightful, you know, nonsense. Zedu Sanusi, where the camera was supposed to face, I just like to Is it you? Zedu Sanusi, please, bros, you did do well for the defense, but I mean, you need to put 1 or 2 akagon for your when you did cross, because now Moses Simon point out your position, come do the thing when we say they put you to do.
Yeah,
why?
But I think he's a fantastic footballer having a bad tournament. Sometimes
in terms of attack, like that. But for coming back,
sometimes it's like that. Yeah, sometimes like that. Some very fine footballers, you're like, oh wow, you're so decent, but why are you having a very funny tournament, very terrible tournament by standards? But overall, we said it here and the last time on the pod that team plays for itself. There's a team spirit.
Yes. You saw that, right?
Every time they come without their big speakers, they're playing Meche, hallelujah, Eagles are winning today.
Yeah.
And stuff like that improves the level of camaraderie generally in the team. Yeah. And I think you really have to feel for the Angolans, because some of them
feel for the Angolans.
Yes, he's right.
I'm going somewhere. Let me
land first.
Some of them were going to build new families with the kind of gifts that we're supposed to take.
Landmines.
One person was going to collect 250,000, all of them together.
Perfumes.
Telecommunication said, "Oh, we'll give you one for 1 year, free iPhone 15,
brand new."
Perfume.
Somebody girlfriend, don't they cry now?
Yes, somebody municipal wants to give them land, and so what's that going to happen? So how will they eat now?
Even a mining
how
company.
Will they feed
but
now?
don't play, because as I was saying, it was like it was bonuses like this, especially say for Egypt 2019 and whatnot. Igalo was saying that bonuses like this when we say men give to them, many of them say you stay build their houses, till you say set up family foundations and stuff. So the bonuses are crazy, but congratulations to them because they don't still win money. They don't win, I think, almost 1.5 now.
Indeed, I was losing quarterfinalists.
Yeah. But that's good money now. They share and I know they see what the currency be.
So that's in Nigeria, not in Angola. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's going on.
But okay, that's is better than that.
I don't know about that. We're in the semi-finals, so we are better. But talking about players, especially the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I mean, they were fantastic. And as you'd imagine, there was celebration, as well they should, because guess what? They will be in the semi-finals of the biggest African football fiesta.
What else do I like about MTN Nigeria apart from work?
The amazing talent here and the courses we support as well.
It's an environment that fosters innovation.
I love the ads. Adapoto and Jerry. I think those ads were really, really good.
I like how MTN continues to invest in the country and we continue to invest in the people through its MTN Foundation.
What do Nigerians and MTN Nigeria have in common? Football.
Our love for football.
Football.
That's why we are the official communications partner for Super Eagles.
One major thing that MTN has done since its entry into Nigeria as a major telecom company is the fact that MTN has also taken interest in football and football development.
Super Eagles, we are cheering you on to victory.
Go Super Eagles, we're rooting for you because this is Nigeria, where football is.
I'm here, we come together. Okay. I never. Congratulations, Kipo. Now you go carry on. Who be you? My jersey now. I'm going to get my jersey.
People, so diverse, so many.
200 million people with beautiful languages. Nigerians are so diverse.
Then we start to show our true selves.
Football is one of the things that unites us as a country. There's just something about that soft, round leather ball that makes Nigerians speak.
Whether you're watching at a viewing center, playing on an AstroTurf, setting up a monkey post on Saturday morning, or you're listening over the radio,
Football lives in all of us.
And when it comes to international stage, we all get behind our national team. Because in that moment, at that time,
we all have one voice.
All 200 million of us have one thing in common.
All we are saying, give us one goal.
It's that time again. Let's support our Super Eagles and cheer them on to victory.
Because this is Nigeria, where football lives.
Welcome back to the Super Eagles Watch podcast. I'm super excited that the Super Eagles are through to the semi-finals of the ongoing football fiesta in Cote d'Ivoire. Victor Godfrey in the company of Swash Chappelle and Babajide Guerrero. And yes, we look like the Nigerian flag, incredibly patriotic, green, white, and green.
Yep.
And the Super Eagles is all about the Super Eagles right now. I mean, it was a fantastic performance from every single player, every single department, maybe apart from Sanusi. But, we can say, more or less, hey, I joined the bandwagon. But let's put this in perspective, right? It's still too early. Potentially, it could be Cape Verde, it could be South Africa, depending on who comes through.
Yeah.
But what you mentioned about game management in terms of those players, because this competition has been very bruising. I've seen games that it's very physical. You can see that, okay, you've had a battle. We need to start managing these players better, right?
I think it's the formation thing. Pesero has always played a 4 at the back most of the time, but this tournament he switched with 3-4-3, and it's a lot. It's one of the most disturbing, physically grueling football formation because they're demanding a lot from your wing backs. They're not even right back to them; they are wing backs. They're coming, they're tracking back, and so it now becomes a question of recovery. What's the recovery time? And the good thing for us as Super Eagles is that most of the time we get a day ahead.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the good things that come because we're in Group A.
Yes.
So we get 1 day ahead of rest. But I also think it's time to also ring a bit of the change. The likes of Terry Murphy, the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, the likes of Samuel Chukwueze, we also want to have a shouting.
No, please. That last name.
No. Everybody knows me and I'm not a fan of Chukwueze. I'm definitely not a fan of Chukwueze. Because to just make up the numbers and be there, likes of Terry Murphy can also come through. But I think overall, the Nigerian team that I saw against Angola, those guys are playing for themselves. It's like they're an auto run. And there's this level of understanding, especially with the composure and the solid behavior of Stanley Wambali. Now, he's not a crucial player yet, We tend to forget that. It's just a boy who's played 4 caps of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But sometimes in life and in football, timing is everything.
Comment the moments.
We've seen, comment the man, comment the hour. Sometimes you see that players who are just on the fringes of things who have never, they just come and be like the modern day hero. Step forward, stand them back.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there's things like that. And then you see the start of the young man. In the history of Africa's biggest soccer fiesta, we can't place him in the conversations of the
great
Rufais or Nyama yet.
It will be unfair. But sometimes stats speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And the stats says he is level now with best Ogedegbe far back as 1980 when we first won the competition to have 4 consecutive clean sheets at the tournament. No other Nigerian goalkeeper has done that.
Dwayne Johnson. Sorry, Dwayne Stanley Wabali.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
The mountain.
Yeah, you could call it mountain. Yeah. He made a lot of things look like Mohill because, I mean, the best records that we had was from Iyama's time, and that was, 4 penalties when person did catch. That guy na juju, by the way.
For a goalkeeper who wasn't known for penalties in the earlier part of his career, by
exactly.
the way. Yeah.
But already he's already on same records with Aloy Agu, for instance, among others. And the best time for me, I think everything is just timing, and there's a romantic feel to everything because as a child when I play Ludo, then you go see the face of Okwaraji and they'll say this guy when they play against Angola. So Angola was that team that was
1989
it was 4. I mean it was 4 because I think because if you calculate and almost like 20 or 30 years now. Exactly.
Is it what's his name? Okwaraji? Yeah, it was 89.
Yeah, okay, 89. So you don't say like 35 years. So what a time to just do that and roll over, and the romanticism of it all. If you look everything when they say they work in favor of people, person say they look at auguries, the way people predict, the way things are aligning.
The omen seems to be
it's just going up because the factors are factoring. For me, the only thing I saw, especially since it's been a thing, when you concede or when you score, those are the most dangerous times for a team because then you're either carried away and whatnot. And I saw a bit of the carried awayness, Yes.
In the game against Angola?
Yes, and let me tell you where.
But we have to really wrap it up.
I'm wrapping it up in 30 seconds. We need to be very careful when we score. I thank God say we no score going forward because we no score early. We almost scored early, and I was very worried about that. When we score, we tend to lose concentration. See what happened? We overloaded to the right. We left the left. And if they were able to, align balls to that side, it was so wide open from the middle to the left flank, pushing towards the goal. We were not there. All our players were just choking. When they played that USA 94 kind ball anywhere they left face. So I think that's just the only part.
Really?
Yeah! Because Nadia Ateno said that not play ball.
You know what? By the swap with the analysis, we'll get back to that later, obviously. But let's talk about this. You out there, our fans, you can be a part of the conversation. X, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and very, very quickly, I want to read out some of your comments on social media as well to show you that we are a part of this big community and family looking forward to the glory for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'm going to start off with this one, and this is someone that seems to be impressed by Saul Chappelle. This is at Emmanuel Quest, and it says, I am really impressed with this professional podcast. Well, thank you very much. The lady swore brings vibes and excitement. Keep up the good work, guys. Oh, that's also to you, Babajide. Let's do it again. Hashtag Super Eagles. Is it every time I must say anything bad against you?
Good. Once.
They crack no could they wait.
Once.
And then we have this one. It says this was someone that actually had a very bold prediction, but it didn't come through. But again, kudos to you. It says Destiny Mail 7839, Nigeria to win 3 and Angola to have 1 goal. So it wasn't quite the goal scoring festival that you predicted. However, a win is a win. And of course, the last one is from at Icto Protege 6781, and it says Angola will not see a shot on target. Well, they did see a few shots on target actually,
first half.
More or less. But on the final notes, they will not acknowledge this, but I got my prediction right.
No, I was about to. What? No. See, I'm not going to talk again. Now, this boy, they don't say something.
On that note, we say goodbye for now. But of course, we still have more. We're in the semi-final, so there's so much to look forward to.
Let's go, Eagles.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Eagles. Let's go.
Bye for now, guys.
Eagles. Let's go.
Let's go.